my face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah. Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skull chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His crew playing some football, 5-2 in their last 7 games. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, that's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 17
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17, and a very quick first down.
First and 10
really nice job there, Mike.
line.
I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And he's going to go down. It's a sack, but penalty markers on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Right side, and is caught in by Felton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
12 yards. And the Vikings first down.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
23-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that is incomplete.
And it's exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
York's kick is good. And the Vikings out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt him. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
And the Ravens
Off the play fake, Jackson. Throw here down the field. His ball incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Josh Metellus, they're on the 7-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And another first down. And another big gainer. This time, 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This will be a 38-yard attempt.
38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. And they'll be set up now. That's the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll run once more, and it's Howard again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's taken in, it's Rasheen Ali. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A loss of 11. Brings up second and 11 at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. The incompletion is going to bring up third down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Hold on, ready?
Again, it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raven first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 6-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third and short, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Jackson up top again. There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second and goal. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
To the air one more time with Jackson. To the goal line and in. Lajante Wester. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Get across the 20, mark him at the 2-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with first and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Now he'll run. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. So, first and 10 here now. That's the 38-yard line. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll run. This is Mason. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Roquan Smith. They're going to bring him down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. The Vikings are in the lead by the score 13-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
On the handoff, Pollard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready to throw is Huntley. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Huntley now. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Running here, it's Pollard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 70, look.
They give to Pollard on the option. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven first down.
Baltimore.
Pass the 60.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing, Huntley. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now Huntley. He'll look for Pollard out of that field. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend it.
And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal.
4-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Ravens will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He works his way in a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver doesn't.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
York for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good.
Makes the score.
And the Vikings tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead. But remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner. So both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. And this is Jalen Hurts. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Cam Ward. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Titans get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. He'll step up and run, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches. He'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And he will have the Ravens first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. My man. Ready.
They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Byron Murphy there on the stop. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
A 7-yard.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Dallas Turner. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And
fair catch.
for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Trying to start on the ground, and he searches for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Up the sideline at the 35. And up and down, just shy of the 40.
A gain of 19
So
yards.
from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Bringing up
Third and long.
Go! 70 Lions!
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. He's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
Let's go now.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore. Here's Huntley. And it's into the hands of Fowler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Down late. Trying to get to the line quickly.
29-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hopkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Huntley now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Now Huntley. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Ravens sending the punt team out there. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
16-yard line.
To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. On the ground is Mason. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6.
A
2nd down.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll stick with him again. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hopkinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hopkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
49 yards.
1st and 10.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. On the RPO, He just took it forward.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. Mason trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Up second and goal. At the 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan Mason, touchdown Vikings. That is first touchdown this year. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now it's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens down on the scoreboard. Just over 2 minutes to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
And he is out of bounds. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Michael, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Baltimore first down.
To throw is Huntley. On the run to the right. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Now, first and goal.
On the play.
Throwing, Huntley. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Intercepted.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And lock him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 30.
So a win here for the Vikings. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say, so long from Minneapolis.